Modern e-commerce stores use personalization to automatically display the most relevant items to their visitors. This works great in improving conversion rate and average order value, but sometimes you have specific business goals that you want to meet. For example, you might want to promote products in a specific category, your own brand, or manually set some products as cross-sell, upsell, or alternatives. That is where merchandising comes in, allowing you to take control over the items displayed on your website, email, and other channels based on specific rules that you set. The problem, however, is that most merchandising tools only allow you to manually set the displayed products, completely overriding AI-based recommendations. The best of both worlds is to run AI-driven personalization, but at the same time be able to slightly or completely influence what your users see based on your own marketing and business goals. That is where accurate merchandising comes in. In this video, we'll cover the basics of accurate merchandising, we will go over the different types of merchandising rules, and you will even see our tool in action. Towards the end, we will cover an advanced scenario so you can see the full power of accurate merchandising. Let's dive in. At Accurate, we distinguish between two main types of rules. There's basic filters and merchandising rules. Basic filters are great to quickly make sure that specific products are never recommended to your users. This could, for example, be the case for products that you offer as gifts or non-sellables. Merchandising rules give you the full flexibility so you can pin to top, boost, weaken, filter or match attribute while taking into account specific product attributes and advanced scenarios. For example, you could pin to top a newly launched product so it is visible everywhere, or boost products of your own brand so they appear more often. Other examples include weakening products with a price below a specific threshold so they are recommended less frequently, or even making sure that the recommended products fall within the same brand or collection as the currently viewed one. Let's dive in and set up some rules together. Set up a new rule. Click on New Rule. We'll select Basic Filter for the first scenario, as we want to make sure that a specific product is never displayed. With all rules, we have to give them a name and an optional description. Next, we have to upload a CSV file containing the products that we want to filter out. You can download a template if needed. Let's select this file. Wait for it to load. Then, click on Next and do a final check of the rule. That's it, you're done. Please note that it can take up to 24 hours for the rule to be visible to your users depending on your setup. Now let's move to more advanced merchandising rules. In our first merchandising rule scenario, we want to pin to top our new product, the Nike High Tops 145, so we generate more sales for it in the first month of its lifetime. To achieve this, we create a new merchandising rule, give it a name and a description, and select the right time frame. In this case, we'll choose the month of April. Next, we select Pin to Top as rule and choose the correct product ID for this specific product. Please note that depending on your shop integration, you might see other attributes here as well, like the product name, margins, and so on. We will not add conditions or limit the scope at this time. See the final scenario for the advanced settings. Finally, we confirm the rule and let it run. Now, for the second merchandising rule scenario, we're looking to make some more room in our warehouse over the next 2 weeks, so we want to boost items which have very high stock. We create a merchandising rule. Again, add a name and a description, as well as the desired time frame, which will be the first 2 weeks of April. Next, we select Boost, and for attributes, we select Stock. Next, as a condition, we want to only boost items that have stock over 50. Again, we skip the conditions, and to not alter the scope, we do a final check, and that's how easy it is. We still have flip-flops on stock, but winter is coming. So we want to extra weaken these products so that they're displayed less often to our visitors. As we set up a new merchandising rule and give it a name, description, and select our specific time frame, we then move out to the next one. To the rule, we select weaken. As an attribute, we choose category and select the flip-flops. Next, after doing a final check, our rule is ready to run. Our marketing department has decided that we want to stop promoting Nike sneakers, as we're gonna push some other brands more. In this case, we want to filter out these items from the recommendations we're making to users. We start by adding a new merchandising rule. We give it a name and a description. This time we're going to select an indefinite duration. We move on to next. As a rule, we select filter out. And then for attributes, we're gonna select sneakers for category and make sure that the brand is Nike. We can skip the conditions and the scope for now. We'll do a final check, and now Nike sneakers are not recommended indefinitely. And final merchandising rule, we want to make sure that we always recommend the same colored shoes when users are looking at sneakers or boots, and this is where match attribute comes in. We start a new merchandising rule and fill out the details so that we make sure that we can easily recognize it in the future. Then we select match attribute and choose color as the attribute to be matched. To make sure this only applies to boots and sneakers, we will select category name is one of boots or sneakers. We hit next and next. Now what you can see under scope is that this rule can only be applied for some types of recommendations where the product context is available. We continue to the final check and select confirm to start our rule. Finally, let's set up a complex rule so we can see the full flexibility of accurate merchandising. In this scenario, we want to boost Nike and Adidas shoes that have a price above 100 as substitutes for Puma shoes. We'll add a new rule, give it a name, a description, choose a duration, and then on the next page, choose Boost. Then, we will select the brand, as we only want Nike and Adidas shoes to be affected. Moreover, we decided that the price of the boosted items should always be above 100. On the conditions screen, we want to make sure that we boost those items only when users are looking at Puma shoes. So in that case, we'll select the brand to be Puma. Again, when using conditions, we have to be careful because these only affect the recommendation types that are aware of the product context. When we look at scope, we want to select the alternative products as this was our original marketing goal. We do a final check and then hit confirm. Wrapping it all up, Accurate merchandising is a powerful tool to influence the AI-based personalization that Accurate offers and achieve your own marketing and other business goals. You can use basic filters or merchandising rules to pin to top, boost, weaken, filter out, or match product attributes. Moreover, with the merchandising rules, you can fine-tune your strategy by selecting exact products, setting conditions, and narrowing down the scope. Our customer success team is here to help you, so do not hesitate to reach out with any questions or if you need help with setting up accurate merchandising.